Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Rasafani binti Muhammad Zaki. My matrix number is 067948. Today, our group like to talk about two companies in Bursa Malaysia. We are choosing Nestle Berhad and Fraser and Berhad to our group assignment. Nestle was founded in 1866 by Henry Nestle, the world's largest firm with over 2,000 brands sold in over 200 countries including Malaysia. Nestle Enterprise supply sales goods to almost 150 nations in total. Nestle also has opened factories all around the world to ensure that their products are produced efficiently. Nestle Enterprise supply sales goods to almost 150 nations in total. Nestle also has opened factories all around the world to ensure that their products are produced efficiently. According to the Nestle Global Report 2013, Nestle has 465 factories in 86 countries. Nestle is a food and beverage corporation that provides meat, chocolate, coffee, food seasonings, and other foods and beverage. The next company is company Fraser and Berhad. This company is founded by John Fraser and David Chalmers in 1833. This company is one of the largest beverage manufacturing distributor in the region, leading brands such as 100 Plus, FN Fine Flavors, FN Scissors, FN Nutrisoy, FN Ice Mountain, Yoshi, Rangers, and East Cola. This company exports their products FN to 82 countries and focus on the halal market by leveraging the National Halal Hub accreditation. The chart shows the board of directors of management for Nestle company. As we can see, the board of directors led by Paul Bach, who are served as chairman, followed by Mark Schneider as CEO, Harry De Castres as vice chairman, Pablo Isla as executive chairman, Renato Fassbein as vice chairman, and former secretary and environment. The Fraser and Neff company organizational chart followed by chairman Chiran Srivardhana Bakadi, Vice Chairman Huni Wana Srivardhana, Lead Independent and Non-Executive Director Kushik Badaruddin Jamaluddin, Independent and Non-Executive Directors Neng Tat Put and Chan Heng Win.
As you can see from the previous slides, we have chosen two organizations to work with on this task. Nestle Sendiang Berhad and FNS Sendiang Berhad have got our attention among all the companies that are listed in Bursa Saham Malaysia. There are a few reasons why we have chosen both of these companies to work with us on this task. As for Nestle Sendiang Berhad, one of the main reasons why we have chosen their company for our assignment task is that we can observe how the organization has implemented leadership and accountability. Besides, Nestle also secure their quality control and product safety and provide users with high quality, secure products. Nestle offers high quality, secure products for use by all types of consumers in terms of nutrition, health and wellness. To ensure that the goods it produces satisfy consumer taste and demand, the company seeks to provide them with healthy items, quality assurance and product safety. As for FNN, the company has good relations with suppliers and business partners. Their company has partnered with 1,000 of suppliers to deliver quality and support mutual growth. Besides, FNS also provide good quality products and promote health. These are a few of the products that has been produced by FNN and Nestle Sendiang Berhad.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Dalina Shukriya binti Awang. I will present about the Principle A, Board Leadership and Effectiveness between FNN and Nestle, which contains board responsibilities, board composition, and remuneration. The first board is board responsibilities. For FNN, the board oversees the business affairs of the group. It approves strategic plans, key business initiatives as well as major investment and funding decisions. The group has board COA and management COA, which set out matters reserved for the board's approval and matters delegated to the board committees and management. It reviews financial performance, determines compensation and succession plans for senior management, and ensures adequate internal controls. Next is board composition between FNN and Nestle. The size of board of FNN is the company's constitution provides for the board to compose of a maximum of 11 directors, while Nestle consists of a chairman and minimum of 3 non-executive members of the board. The chairman of FNN is the position of the chairman, and the CEO should be held by different individuals, and the chairman must be a non-executive member of the board, while Nestle, independent and non-executive member of the board.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Arya. I will present about board composition and remuneration. Independent director for FNN. The tenure of independent director should not exceed a cumulative term of 9 years. And for Nestle, minimum of 2 independent directors. Executive Board for FNN. The committees are authorized by the board to deal with and to deliberate in matters delegated to them within their terms of reference and the Chart of Authority in Force (COA). And Executive Board for Nestle. The CEO chairs the Executive Board and delegates to each member individually the powers necessary for carrying out their responsibility within the limit fixed in the Executive Board regulation. Remuneration for FNN. First, the current salary package covers a combination of basic salary and variable performance, incentive to attract and retain talent in a competitive environment. Second, the remuneration for non-executive director is based on a standard fixed fee, where the chairman is receiving a double amount in recognition of his additional responsibility. Third, a meeting allowance is paid for attendance at a meeting of the board and board committee as well as general meeting. Fourth, fee and benefit payable to the company director are subject to being approved by the shareholder at the company AGM. Remuneration for Nestle. First, pay per performance to support the company's short-term and long-term objective. Second, appropriate balance of fixed and variable remuneration in short-term and long-term rewards. Third, compensation aligned with the long-term group strategy and shareholder interest. Fourth, the remuneration of the members of the board of directors is set to attract and retain highly qualified individuals to serve on the board of directors.
FNN risk mitigation. First risk that FNN mitigate is credit risk. Credit risk refers to the risk on a debt that may arise from a borrower failing to make required payments. It relates to the lack of cash flow and will increase collection costs. FNN determine the worthiness of their customer to reduce this cost so that they will have a balanced cash flow to run the business. Besides that, FNN also asks their customers to sign a credit application that includes contact information and details about customer's company to ensure that there is no fraud happening. Second is operational risk. Operational risk is referring to the risk of loss resulting from ineffective or failed internal process, people, system, or external events that can disrupt the flow of business operation. FNN have used a lot of risk to overcome this problem by they do not accept any unnecessary risk such as employee strike by take care of their employee. FNN only will take the risk when the benefits outweigh costs, so they will gain a profit and benefits towards the risk they accept. Nestle risk mitigation. First risk that Nestle mitigate is transition risk. Transition risk is related to the nature, pace, and timing of the decarbonization of the global economy. The pathway to reduce emissions may be gradual and managed, or may be rushed or abrupt. Nestle uses 3 scenarios to overcome this risk, that is, using a low, mid, and high emission pathway. By using these 3 scenarios, Nestle have 3 different solutions based on the scenario where they need to change the policy, technology, and market. Second is physical risk. Physical risk is referring to the raw materials inventory and quality through lower yields and variability in long-term and reduction of area for cultivation and also the difference of weather. Nestle have planned until 2040 to lower this risk, where they have long-term plan to avoid this risk or at least minimize it. Nestle also provide 3 solutions for this problem, which they are planning about raw material sourcing, source of water, and also their floating facilities. FNN auditing. FNN use their auditing and financial statement based on the Singapore Financial Reporting Standard, International SFRS1, prescribed by the Accounting Standards Council. FNN had their auditing every 4 times a year or quarterly to make the financial statement and to ensure the honesty from their side of the company. FNN company uses the Singapore dollar in making the financial statement because they follow SFRS1 and all values are rounded to the nearest thousand. FNN also released regular updates by way to press release and voluntary business updates to inform the impact of the pandemic. As an example, for the impact of the company, FNN was their production has been decreased because of the MCO, where the people had to stay at home and also their sales have dropped sharply. Next is for Nestle. First, for Nestle company, Nestle have a collaboration with EY company where Nestle change the auditors every 7 years to make sure that the auditing process works smoothly. Nestle audit involves the evidence on the disclosure regarding to the loans, credit terms, and also the assessment of the risk of material misstatement due to fraud and error. Impact of the auditing by EY for the Nestle is that they assume that for the long-term employee benefits, such as increasing the employee salary and mortality rate using the reference to market and entity-specific data. They also assume that salary for the employee will increase based on historical look and expected future outlook. The discount rate and inflation rate also have been assumed by EY, where these 2 things will have a significant effect on the scheme valuation and require high and significant level of the management judgment.
The first one is system. FNN Group use open communication. The FNN Group is committed to promoting effective and open communication with all stakeholders, ensuring consistency and clarity of disclosure at all times. Companies are aiming to engage with their shareholders and investment community openly and regularly in order to facilitate a mutual understanding of our respective objectives. It to provide information on our corporate strategies, trends, operational performance, and financial information to the investment community. To achieve that, FNN make every effort to disseminate information to a broad range of communication channels and do not provide information selectively to ensure that investors have easy access information on the group. Nestle company use whistleblowing system. The company is committed to identifying and responding to reportable conduct and fostering a culture of continuous improvement. This principle provides for a system to enable reporting on illegal or unacceptable behavior and non-compliant conduct, and early warning system such as a whistleblowing system and procedure can help the company detect wrongdoings and alert the company to take corrective actions before any problem becomes a crisis. A whistleblowing system strengthens and supports good management, at the same time demonstrates accountability, provides good risk management, and sound corporate governance practice. Second, exposure. FNN Group use dialogue with investment community, stakeholder, communicating regularly with shareholders and the investment community via disclosures of material and other pertinent information through regular dialogues and announcements to Singapore Exchange Securities Trading Limited. The investor relations team undertakes roadshows together with key senior management, investor seminars and conferences to keep the market and investors apprised of the FNN Group's corporate developments and financial performance. As the group continue to make inroads into our regional expansions, at first, the investor relations team, together with senior management, continue to actively engage and update the investment community on the activities the group had undertaken in the marketplace. However, Nestle company use evaluation aspect. A key objective of stakeholder evaluation is to ensure that board is functioning well. The evaluation serves as guidance for the work of the global Nestle conglomerate corporation, as well as a reference point for the board to evaluate that a balanced, diverse, skilled board across a wide range of areas and expertise is consistently maintained. In 2020, Global Nestle Conglomerate Corporation had conducted the board effectiveness evaluation exercise for the period from 1 January 2020 to 31 December 2020. The evaluation was done in an objective manner through a set of questionnaire to evaluate and assess, among other including their contribution and performance, the efficiency of the meetings. The outcome of the BEE indicated that the performance of the board had been effective in their overall discharge of their functions, roles, and responsibilities, and there was no major cause for concern being identified. The result of the BEE will be used as a basis for a board improvement program to be implemented to 2021 to enhance the board's effectiveness are identified and actions plans formulated to address them.
Warahmatullahi Ta'ala Wabarakatuh. Today, I'm going to continue presentation from materially. As you can see, from the part in the slide has been given, we are focusing on the third characteristic, which is types of annual meeting. For the FNN company, the principal forum dialogues. As you can see, the board recognizes the needs for importance of the effective communication and shareholder. The annual general meeting (AGM) is actually important for the individual shareholders, as it is the principal forum for dialogues with the board. Notice for AGM and report are sent to shareholder at least 28 days for the AGM dates to encourage the shareholder to attend the AGM. During the AGM, the board and management take the question from the shareholders and also present the all decision to put the general meeting will be voted by a pool. An independent scrutinizer is appointed to validate the votes cast in the general meetings, and the decision for each resolution will be the name of the independent secretary will be announced at the Bursa Security on the same days. Meanwhile, for the Nestle company, they use a principle of the decision information, a successful channel of the communication between the company and also shareholder, general public has been established by the board, and the minimum of 3 months following the conclusion for the fiscal year audited out financial statement are issued together with the quarterly financial result. Quarterly statements are produced to keep a shareholder informed of the performance and also operation of the financial figure for the each quarter are released as soon as possible as announcement of each quarterly to the Bursa. In addition, providing comprehensive insight into the company financial performance, the board also recognizes the importance of the communicating through the principal decision informed company business strategy and also update on the progress on the current business initiative. Achieving accountability and transparency through the good communication with shareholder and investor will help them make wise investment decisions. Next, I'm going to continue to the fourth point, which is the seniority. As you can see, FNN and also Nestle, they have the seniority, which is we can see from the preceding annual grand meeting, however, with a different characteristic. The shareholders are able to participate, engage the board and senior management effectively, and make the informed voting a decision at general meeting. Notice for the annual grand meeting should be given to the shareholder at least 28 days prior to the meetings. And as you can see, the chair of audit, nominating, risk management, and the others committee provide the meaningful response to the question and address to them. The listed company with the largest number of shareholders or which have a meeting in a remote location should be leverage technology to facilitate, including voting in absentia and also remote shareholder participant at general meetings. Meanwhile, in a Nestle, they have the same characteristic, but they have other, which is a listed company should be also take the necessary step to ensure the goods and cyber hygiene practices are in place, including data privacy and security to prevent the cyber threats. The chairman of the board should ensure the general meeting support a meaningful engagement between the board, senior management, and also the shareholder. The engagement should be interactive, including a robust decision on, among the others, the company financial and non-financial performance, as well the company long-term strategy. Shareholder also should be provided with sufficient opportunity to pose a question during the general meeting, and all the questions should be received a meaningful response. The board also must be ensured that the conduct of a virtual meeting, which is fully hybrid and also hybrid, support a meaningful engagement between the board, senior and management shareholders. This is including having a place that required to infrastructure a tool as a support among them, as a smooth broadcast of the general meeting and the interactive participant of shareholder. question poses like shareholders should be made visible to other meeting participants during the meeting itself. And lastly, the minutes of general meeting should be circulated to the shareholder no later 30 days business after the general meeting.
In summary, we can conclude that FNN and Nestle company follow the rule and regulation from Malaysian Code on Corporate Governance 2017, although FNN and Nestle are the company in the same industry, there are still differences on how they run the business. We have been discussed the difference of the company, which is include how the board director manage their company appropriate with the MCCG. We can see that corporate governance is one of the basis for the company to grow better in the future while maintaining the stability and flexibility on how they generate the profit. The public companies that are listed in Bursa Malaysia must follow MCCG rules as it is standardized and recognized worldwide.